internet, so this is going to be the third review I record for this book, and I hope it's the last. But today I'm reviewing so far the only book I've read this month, and that is Scarred by Shayla Morgansen, and oh my god, I loved it. 5 stars out of 5 stars out of 100 stars. Like, if the fact that this is my third review that I've tried to make and it hasn't been coherent enough to post isn't a good indicator, then this book is amazing, and Chosen is my favourite, which is the first one in the series, which I just put away on my bookshelf in my room, so I'm not going to get that out. So this is the second book in the Elmstone saga, and as I said, Chosen, the first book, was like my favourite book of last year. High expectations for this book, and it met all of them. Yay! And I think this is meant to, I think this is the last one in the series, but I have a feeling it's not, just by the way it was ended, but I don't know. Anyway, let's get into this. So the Elmstone saga is about our main protagonist, Aristay, who is 17, maybe 18. About that age. She's graduated high school, and the White Elms, which are a council of witches, they're the good ones, yay! They are in charge of like all the magic and everything, and they're having some crises and decide to make like a magic college sort of thing, if that makes sense. So to go to this college, they scout out all the youths between 16 and 21, I think, maybe 14 and 21. You had to have finished high school and in the human world, and they like scout everyone, and then they like offer these positions to these people, and their goal is to like train them up so they can have an option of having apprentices, passing on the knowledge of magic, and having good wizards and witches around. Aristay lives with her sister in the human world, and she gets offered a position at this college, and stuff happens, and yeah, so read it. It's so good. I love it. It's not your typical YA, oh, I have magical powers and there's this boy, I'm in love with this boy, let's have this kind of about the magical world but at the same time being about this boy. It's not. It's nothing like that. It's great. It's like, oh, I have these magical powers and this awesome opportunity. How is all this gonna work out? And then you have the council where they're like, oh my god, all this shit is happening. How is this gonna work out? And into the lines with fate, and I love it so much. So let's get into why I love it without being spoilery. There are a lot of things I love about this book. I know a lot of the times, I think nearly every other chapter, it changes perspectives. So Aristay is our main protagonist. She is the one with the most perspectives throughout the entire series. But each of the counselors you get to see from their perspective on different chapters, and it really helps portray the story and propel the plot forward. With it, all the characters are fully developed, they all have their own opinions and point of view. I feel like they're all their own individual characters, you understand the way that they feel, and I think Shayla did a really great job of portraying that. So you get to know them through Aristay's perspective, and you also get to know what they want through their own perspective. There are things that happen in the story that you really, from what you've read and who you've read from, you shouldn't be questioning, because you know that's not the case, but just the way it's written and presented, it still makes you question. I don't know if I saw the ending coming. Like, there are some things where I keep cheering for things to happen and things that I don't see coming, and I just had to read this book. Like, I got it delivered at 8 o'clock in the morning, read it, had to go shopping and sleep and do work, read it when I got home for like hours straight, read it the next day, didn't go to Supernova that night because I was reading, and then finished it, and oh, I was so emotionally abused at the end of it. It's not, well, not abuse, but like the emotions were everywhere and the thoughts were everywhere from this book, just because it's so engaging when you're reading it. You have to think while you're reading it. I found, like, when I was at work and reading it in between things, I could put it down and come back to it. I knew exactly what was happening. If you asked me while I was halfway through a call what had just happened in the book, I could tell you word for word, because my brain was that engaged in reading it and working out the characters and just eating it all up. There's just something about the way that it's written, and clearly the first book was my favourite one last year, so this had a lot to live up to, and haven't decided yet if it's my favourite book of this year, mainly because I've read so many great books this year that I don't think I can have a favourite, but it's one of the favourites. Like, it is. It's probably the favourite, actually. I need more. I need more. I'm gonna let it sit for a month and then probably do a reread of the series, because oh my god, or I might wait till I have nothing to do, because it's gonna be a week of reading. So good. It's so good. It's just as I was saying at the start of the book, like there are a lot of YA that really it's about the girl becoming awesome and getting the boy. And this book isn't about that. It touches on different things and I just love the way it touches on them and how it all works out and the mystery that's still left and how much I want to read the rest. If there's more, I hope there's more books because I want to read them all. There could be, it's so easy for it to be like 15 books. Usually I don't want series to be 15 books. I want the series to be like 15 books, just constant, like ever-evolving world. It wouldn't be 15 books because that would make no sense, but God, I'm in love with it. Yeah, I highly recommend you pick it up. That's probably, yeah, I identify, you can find something in all the characters that you like identify with, and God, it's so good. I'll leave a link below to like their shop and Facebook page because it's a smallish new publisher, so you can get it there. I know there is an ebook for Chosen. I'm not sure if there's one for Scarred because technically that comes out today, or the launch party's today, and I got it because I pre-ordered it, and everyone who pre-ordered got an early copy, which is great because I love early copies, and there's lovely things in the box too, and a lovely inscription from Shayla because she's an awesome human being. Like, I'm still annoyed that I can't go to the launch party. Anyway, I'm gonna go and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Just get it. Just get it. I don't care.